Look, the niggas are coming.
The niggas is coming.
I watch you go to church on Sunday. And you forget all what you learned on Monday. Sing your song and face and high. How you hate your brother inside. Okay, mic check 1, 2, what it do? It's your boy, Mr. Get to the root of the problems, you heard me. Hey, say, before I get into my notes, just want to say I'm a spiritual person, you heard me. So I ain't got no problem with church folks. But I see churches as a business, you heard me. Without the people, what is the church, bro? You heard me? But let me read my notes, because I know this is a very sensitive topic, you heard me. So let me do my little 1, 2s, you heard me. Say, I ain't got no problem with church folks. But people need to stop thinking you gotta go to church. Excuse me, let me get this right. I ain't got no problem with church folks. But people need to stop thinking you gotta go to a church house just to grow. That's a no. Because the pastor is only gonna tell you little pieces of what you need to know. Because the pastor is only gonna tell you little pieces of what you need to know. So he gotta feed you slow. Because without the people, he or she has no job no more. Churches ain't nothing but a business on the low. But let me read my notes. Let me run it back for the people who comprehend slow, you heard me. I ain't got no problem with church folks. But people need to stop thinking you gotta go to church just to grow. That's a no. Because the pastor's going to tell you little pieces of what you need to know. So he gotta feed you slow. Because without the people, he or she has no job no more. Churches ain't nothing but a business on the low. But let me read my notes. You heard me. Like I said, bro, you know, people go to church and never grow. Like the song said, you forgot everything you learned on Sunday when it come time Monday. You heard me? So I don't want to hear it. I know people probably, this is a sensitive topic. So I want to make sure, you know what I'm saying, like, I do this right. You know what I'm saying? I carry out, like I said, bro, you ain't got to go to the church house just to grow in life. Understanding yourself that's called self-growth. It's understanding the repeats that you go through, the things that's stopping you from reaching your higher self. But let me read my notes. Bear with me, y'all. You heard me? Bear with me. Okay, let me run it right quick. People think you need to go to a church house just to grow, when God gave you everything you need to know to grow. And that ain't nothing but understanding yourself and the things that you partake in that's stopping you from reaching your higher self. And the things that you partake in from reaching your higher, that's stopping you from reaching your higher self. Churches can never give you what you need to grow, because spirituality is a lifestyle, not a one day out the week show. How many people know people who go to church every Sunday but never grow? They still the same messy ass folks. Self-growth is where you get tired of receiving the same results, because you know you're more than what the results show. Let me read that again. How many people know people who go to church every Sunday but never grow? They still the same messy ass folks. Self-growth is when you get tired of receiving the same results, because you know you're more than what the results show. That's the beginning of self-growth. You feel me? Like, and that's life, bro. You know, I don't have nothing against people who go to church, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people do a lot of things in life and don't know why they doing it. You heard me? But like at the end of the day, I stand on what I believe, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of things, I look at churches like people come for hope. People who going through the most is looking for hope. Something to hold on to. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like people get robbed every day. They decide to walk into these church houses because church houses don't give a care about you. Um, and I'm not saying all, bro. I'm just speaking from my experience. Um, if you go to the pastor and you tell them, hey, we need this, most churches will step up and do it for you. But most people will tell you, most pastors and stuff like that, church members, they tell you to pray about it. But they want you to put your money in the collection plate every Sunday. You heard me? But what are y'all giving back to the people? I see most churches robbing the people, but what are y'all giving back to the people? The word out the Bible? They can do that at home. But they don't have the understanding of what the pastor got, right? Listen, bro, stop cheating yourself and sitting in front of a pulpit and thinking, oh, this is the only way that I'm going to get to, this is the only way I'm going to get to heaven. No, the way you get to heaven is learning the actions that you repeat that's not benefiting you. You heard me? It's not furthering you. It's you walking backwards. You see what I'm saying? Well, like I said, man, to me, churches ain't nothing but a business. Most of these churches is funded by the government. But that's a whole nother subject. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, bro, people go to church and never grow. I guess most people go just to feel good about themselves on the low. Well, I went to church today, so God can see me trying. I'm trying to do what's right. I'm doing. Scratch me with all that. Like, I don't want to hear about none of that. You see what I'm saying? Like, life is about discipline. Stop repeating the same actions that you repeat. It's gonna take discipline. It's easy to go to church, and then I don't want to believe in no churches when you got one day out the week. Some people visit on Wednesday, but one day out the week, bro, is 7 days in a week. Spirituality is a lifestyle. Every day it's a challenge. You got to do things better than you did yesterday. You heard me? That's spirituality. Most people, that's too hard for people, though. The easier route is to go to church every Sunday or every other Sunday. And that really, okay, I'm going to say this and I'm gone. People who go to church, bro, is taking the easier route from putting the work in themselves. You heard me? Because God gave you the power to better yourself and reach your higher self. But you cheating yourself by going to church. You ain't putting the work in yourself. You listen to somebody who feeding you slow, but he trying to convince you that the pastor don't even care if you grow. But let me end this video. You heard me? Peace, love, and understanding. Y'all have a beautiful day. Mr. Get to the root of the problem, signing off, okay? Church ain't nothing but a business. Most people who go to church are scared to put the work in themselves. Deuces. I love you. You heard me?